Right, it is Saturday night. You're watching Lookuptv. This is Lookup Weekend. I'm Brian Wandayi. Tonight,
making highlights tonight.
No investment is going to come to Kenya if we are violent people, if we are people engaged in destruction of property and destruction of business.
Anti-government protests are a threat to development, President RUTO says, as he tours Nyanza region, calling on the region to cease taking to the streets. Also tonight,
continue doing your analysis. You can continue writing headlines every day. That will not distract me and the leadership of this region to work towards the unity of purpose.
Gachagua stresses that he will continue fighting for the Mount Kenya region in RUTO's government, saying the region's share now stands at 47%. And
alikuja na akaniambia nakupatia 1,000 na usiambie mtu. Atuseme tu amepata ajali.
A pastor in Bungoma County is accused of killing a woman by beating her to death.
now we do welcome you to engage us on our socials. At Amoy Brian, that is on Twitter, at Lookuptv. The hashtag we're using tonight is Lookup Weekend. We are also live on Facebook and on YouTube, where you can send your feedback and we'll be able to sample some of it as we continue with the program tonight. Our sign language interpreter is Philista Adundo. Now we start from the political front. President William Ruto now says the anti-government protests are a threat to the country's development, saying that investors are afraid to come into a country and region that is unstable. Now, Ruto was speaking on his second day of the Nyanza tour in Homa Bay County, where he called upon the residents to cease taking to the streets.
As he toured the Nyanza region for the second day in a row, President William Ruto, while visiting Homa Bay County, warned the residents against the anti-government protests, saying they are scaring away investors.
Hii mambo ya maandamano ya kuharibu mali ya watu na kuharibu mambo ingine itaendelea hapa Homa Bay. Itaendelea hapa Homa Bay. No investment is going to come to Kenya if we are violent people, if we are people engaged in destruction of property and destruction of business. We want to encourage people to come and invest in our country, but we must also, as the people of Kenya, make sure that we are a peaceful nation and we are a people that appreciates property.
Ruto also stressed that his government is committed to ensuring that every Kenyan is served, dismissing claims that the Kenya Kwanza government is a shareholder government.
Siwezi kukubali sehemu yoyote ya Kenya ibaguliwe kwa maendeleo, kwa mambo ya siasa ama mambo ya vyama ama mambo ya ukabila. Nia yangu na mpango yangu ni kuunganisha Wakenya wote, tupange mambo ya maendeleo na tuweke Kenya iwe ni taifa ambayo sisi wote tunajivunia kama Wakenya.
The head of state, who was accompanied by several leaders from the area, among them Governor for Homa Bay County Gladys Wanga, commissioned the construction of Mfangano Island Ring Road in Suba North to improve transport services in the area.
Pale Mfangano hakujawahi kuwa na rais ameenda Mfangano tangu tuwe na uhuru Kenya. Na leo nimefika pale na nimewaambia watu wa Mfangano, kwanza tutawajengea barabara. Mimi nimeenda kuanzisha leo ujenzi wa barabara kilomita 53 pale Mfangano.
Governor Wanga welcomed the president in the region but maintained that her support is with former Prime Minister Raila Odinga.
Na mimi ni mtu wa baba, lakini katiba imeandika serikali ya chini ifanye kazi na serikali ya juu. Hiyo ndio maana nimefika hapa leo kukukaribisha.
The president has called upon the residents to shun away from divisive politics, while adding that his government is committed to ensuring equal allocation of resources and development projects. Beatrice Kageha, Lookuptv.
Now, thank you, Beatrice Kageha, for that particular report. Minority leader in the National Assembly now says Ruto's trip to Nyanza region will not sway the region politically. Wandayi says the region is behind Odinga, and if Ruto is eyeing political mileage, then his efforts are futile.
As President William Ruto continues to make his inroads into the Raila Odinga's backyard, National Assembly Minority Leader James Opiyo Wandayi has shown the president that his visit to Nyanza counties will not sway the region's political stand.
Bwana Ruto, you can make 1,000 visits here, even 1,000,000 visits. But unless and until you go through one Raila Odinga, it is all futile. Visit us as many times as you wish. But if your intention is to seek our political support, then there's only one route. And that route is Raila Odinga.
Wandayi stated that, moreover, that the president and his cronies need to respect the leadership of Nyanza whenever they are in the region.
Totally futile. More critically, when you are here, respect us. Respect our leaders. Respect our people.
The legislator, who spoke in his Ugunja constituency, reiterated that they are steadfast under the ODM party and their leader is Raila Odinga, adding that anybody who wants to seek political support from the region must only come through Odinga.
And we remain steadfast in ODM under our one leader, Raila Odinga. The one and only leader, Raila Odinga. So you can visit us as many times as you wish. But if your intention is to seek our political support, then there's only one route. And that route is Raila Odinga.
On the projects being commissioned by the president, Wandayi stated that the county government should be left to deal with that.
Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has called for the Mount Kenya region to unite ahead of the 2027 general elections. While attending the burial of the late Mzee Simon Kaberia Aburi, brother to Tigania East lawmaker Mpuru Aburi, Gachagua says he has been tasked as the spokesperson of the Mount Kenya region to ensure its unity is cemented and divisions witnessed in the 2022 elections are eliminated. In vouching for this unity, Gachagua says he will deliver 100% votes towards the re-election of President William Ruto in 2027, as our reporter Henry Tende now reports.
Kuomba umrehemu huyu mtumishi wako Simon Kaberia Aburi.
It is during the send-off of the late Mzee Simon Kaberia Aburi, brother to the Tigania East lawmaker Mpuru Aburi in Meru County, that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua made a special appeal to the Mount Kenya community, calling for the region to remain united and have a one voice ahead of the 2027 general elections.
President William Ruto is the president. This region wants to support President William Ruto for 10 years. And they would like to support him to be president in 2027 when they are united as a region. Na mimi nimekubali, and I have started that journey of uniting the Mount Kenya region behind President William Ruto.
In the 2022 elections, the Mount Kenya region that has historically rallied behind one presidential candidate saw its votes basket divided into two, with a larger faction of the voters supporting President Ruto, while a significant number throwing their weight behind opposition leader Raila Odinga through the support of retired President Uhuru Kenyatta. Gachagua says this division must not reoccur and has made an undertaking to cement the unity of the region.
Na wameniambia nitafute 13% ambayo ilikuwa imeenda pale, niilete yote to 100% behind President William Ruto, so that never again will this region be divided in voting for a president. Never again will this region be divided in pursuing our economic interest.
The deputy president has also moved to rein in on the apparent infighting amongst the communities that form the Mount Kenya region to have the community benefit more politically.
When we came here with the president, mulikuwa mnalalamika sana. Mukasema sisi tunapiganga kura tukiwa watu ya mulima. Uchaguzi ukiisha, ile mlima inarudishwa pale, inakuwa ni west na east. Nikahakikishia nyinyi mkipigia Rais William Ruto kura na mimi, hiyo mlima ya katikati hakuna tena. Na ndio tukaingia hapa katika Meru County, tukateua waziri Mithika Linturi. Tukaenda hapo Tharaka Nithi, tukateua Professor Kithure Kindiki.
Saying he has been tasked as the leader of the region on matters politics, Gachagua remains defiant he will stop at nothing in unifying his community to have it rally 100% behind President William Ruto's re-election in 2027.
The detractors of this region, the people who wishes this region bad, you can continue doing your analysis. You can continue writing headlines every day. That will not distract me and the leadership of this region to work towards the unity of purpose.
Henry Tende, Lookuptv.
All right, thank you, Henry Tende, for that particular report. Away from that, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has called on the Western region to rally behind President William Ruto and support his government so that the region can experience development. Mudavadi spoke while attending the launch of the Maragoli Hills Reforestation Marathon in Vihiga County.
Excellency, karibu sana. Aya, twende direct.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has said the Kenya Kwanza administration is working towards promoting good relations with other countries. The newly appointed Foreign Affairs CS said the relations will not only be within Kenya's neighborhoods but also in Africa and beyond.
Kupitia kwenu na kupitia kwa fikira zake aliona kwamba aniongeze mamlaka tofauti haswa ya kuhakikisha kwamba mambo yetu, policies zetu na mipangilio yetu ya foreign affairs na diaspora inakuja katika ile docket ya Prime Cabinet Secretary ili tuzidi kujenga taifa letu.
Mudavadi added he is fully aware of the job that awaits him after President William Ruto bestowed upon him the new mandate to be in charge of the Foreign Affairs and Diaspora docket.
Juhudi letu ni kumsaidia Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, tupeane heshima katika taifa la Kenya, tuwe na uhusiano mwema na nchi zetu zote jirani na ulimwengu, ili rasilimali zitoke kule walete hapa, wajue kwamba this is a proper and peaceful place to invest, ili ajira zipatikane kwa watoto wetu. Mimi nataka munisaidie kwa juhudi hilo. I want you to be one of the people, among the people, who will make sure that we all promote good relations, leo na kesho, so that our country can be strong, our country can be recognized, and the President's agenda of making Kenya a jewel in the international arena to become a reality.
The Prime CS also called on the Western Kenya to support President William Ruto's government. The CS spoke during the launch of the Maragoli Hills Reforestation Marathon in Nyanza Primary School, Vihiga County.
Now, Pastor Edwin Baraka of the Gospel Embassy Church Chapel Jubilee in Bungoma County is being detained at a police station for allegedly collaborating with believers to beat a woman to death in the church. Now, it is said that the late Bridget had gone to pick up her Class 8 daughter who had gone missing from home for 4 days.
A cloud of darkness and grief engulfed Mteremko area in Bungoma County in the early hours of Saturday. Gloomy faces tell it all. The deceased Bridget found herself at a wrath with Pastor Edwin Baraka of the Gospel Embassy Chapel Jubilee Church when she went to look for her daughter, who is said to have gone missing for 4 days. It is reported that the deceased was informed by her daughter's friend that she had seen her friend attending Kesha service at the mentioned church. The deceased, accompanied by her sister, walked to the church to inquire about her daughter's whereabouts. It is at this moment that confrontation ensued, as the deceased sister painfully narrated.
Mimi nika hapa kwa usuni mingi sana kwa sababu dada yangu mwenye anafuata sasa hivi ninaongea sijui kama atapona. Hatujui, tumemwachia Mungu na ule mwingine tumempoteza tayari. Lakini dada yangu kifo yake hatujui. Lakini alikuwa kwa haki ya kutafuta mtoto yake. Mtoto siku 3 hapatikani nyumbani na mtoto alikuwa anafaa aende afanye mtihani. Akiwa mtoto amepotea na vile walimuitia na rafiki ya mtoto alikuja akamwambia, nimeona ashameenda kesha leo, lakini ukitaka kumpata uende Jubilee utampata. Vile amekuja akafika kwa hii kanisa, dadangu aliingia ndani, kufika ndani akapata kama mtoto wako. Kweli kujaribu kushika mtoto ndipo wakaanza kumpika. Kufika nje wakamsukuma mama ya mtoto akaanguka kwa mtara hapo. Na dada yake mwenye huyo mama ya mtoto anafuata ndiye alikuja akawawa hapa.
The pastor allegedly beat the deceased to her death.
Wakawa pastor ameshika dadangu mikono nyuma. Fulani mshika ndio Masai soja wa hiyo kanisa akamuua.
Pendo, not her real name, says after witnessing the gruesome murder, the priest wanted to bribe her with 1,000 shillings to buy her silence.
Pastor alikuja na akaniambia nakupatia 1,000 na usiambie mtu. Atuseme tu amepata ajali. Na mimi nikakataa. Nikasema mimi nitaka tu mnisaidie maandi zangu waende hospitali. Akakataa kunisaidia. Na mimi nilibaki hapa na aunti yangu mpaka vile alikata roho. Hakunisaidia. Vile alikuwa amekata roho ndio akakuja sasa akambeba akampeleka hospitali kama ameshakufa.
The family of the deceased is now crying for justice for their beloved one and the suspect to be judged accordingly.
Naomba justice kwa familia yangu.
The deceased leaves behind 5 children while her sister is still nursing at hospital.
Mimi naomba tu msaada kutoka kwa serikali ione yaangalie hii mambo. Watu wenye walihusika wote washikwe wawekwe ndani.
The family also wants government to shut down the church, citing cases of ungodly activities happening under the local authorities' nose.
This church hii kanisa iko very corrupt. Imezunguka hapa mteremko karibu mara 5. Na nakuomba Bwana Makali, wewe ndio mheshimiwa wetu hapa. Na hii kitendo imetendeka hapa si ya kwanza. Nafikiri ya kwanza ulisikia na hakuna hatua yoyote ilichukuliwa katika hii kanisa. Hii ni kitendo ya pili. Mimi maneno yangu ni mawili, ofisi ya kusajili makanisa na Mr. Makali.
Aludagail, Lookuptv.
Now that story by Aludagail takes us to a first break here on the program. But before we do that, let me read a statement from the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs condemning the unprovoked attack by Hamas militants on Israel. The statement reads, and I quote, "It is with grave concern and profound dismay that Kenya's Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs condemns in the strongest terms possible the unprovoked attack by Hamas militants on the people of Israel early today. This egregious act of violence has not only disrupted the fragile peace in the Middle East, but also poses a significant threat to the global peace and security." It continues to read, Kenya strongly believes in the principle of constructive dialogue, negotiation and diplomacy as the only means to resolve conflict and dispute. We firmly support international efforts aimed at achieving a lasting and just solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and we call on all parties involved to immediately cease hostilities, exercise restraints and seek a negotiated agreement. It is only through peaceful dialogue that a lasting and equitable resolution can be reached, one that ensures that rights and aspirations of all parties are respected. Right, it has been signed by Dr. Korising'oe, who is the Principal Secretary, State Department of Foreign Affairs in the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. We take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
Infinity Industrial Park is one of the largest private industrial parks located along Eastern Bypass, Nairobi, which provides modern infrastructure for smooth operations for industries and business enterprises. Infinity Industrial Park offers world-class amenities and facilities with wide roads, a police station, a power substation, fire station, public transport stage, hospital, and shopping mall. In addition, Infinity Industrial Park also offers CCTV cameras, 24-hour private armed security patrol, sewer, water, fiber optic cable, and 3-phase power connection, added to public utility, canteen, and dining areas. Sail on the golden opportunity to invest in Infinity Industrial Park, fully serviced warehouses at a special price of 3,569 Kenyan shillings per square foot. For more inquiries, visit our website infinityindustrialpark.com.
We got good news for you. You have the opportunity to win up to 100,000 shillings cash money from Kuza Bees. It's easy to participate. Just open M-Pesa, Lipa na M-Pesa, account number 825454, account name right, Lookuptv, then deposit 99 shillings only. Remember, the more you participate, the more the chances of winning. Hurry now and be one of the winners of the Daily Cash Awards.
This game is BCLB licensed and is not open to persons under the age of 18 years. Play responsibly.
As part of our service improvement strategies, the authority has adjusted its operating hours. In this regard, all NTSA banking halls and offices will operate Monday to Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Additionally, NTSA offices will remain open to the public on Saturday 30th September 2023 and Saturday 7th October 2023 from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to enable number plate collection. We humbly request motor vehicle owners who have received message notifications on collections of reflective number plates to visit the centers they identified during the application process. For more information, visit our website at www.ntsa.go.ke. This information is brought to you by the Director General of NTSA. NTSA, keep our roads safe.
Right, thank you so much for staying with us here on Look Up. We can let's continue bringing you up to date with the news making headlines tonight. And you can also be part of the program by engaging us on our socials at Amoy Brian on Twitter. And we are on Facebook Live and on YouTube. So be sure to engage us on those particular social platforms. We'll be able to sample some of your feedback as we continue with the program tonight. Do tell us where you are watching us from and what you think about the stories we are running today. So we have like about 10 minutes to do this. Let's do it. Now, the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD member states have raised their concern over the resurgence of extremist groups around the Horn of Africa. Now, according to IGAD, the rise of insecurity has been fueled by climate change that has affected the locals' livelihoods, forcing thousands to relocate in search of food due to starvation.
Climate change has been blamed for the rising cases of insecurity around the Horn of Africa. This comes after the resurgence of extremist groups as an issue that has been raised by the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, members of state.
We have challenges that are related with the peace and security crisis. We continue to have the challenge of terrorism and extremism.
According to IGAD, climate change has caused disruptions to the locals' livelihoods, with thousands facing starvation and forced to relocate in search of food.
The IGAD region faces various challenges. We have a common challenge from climate change.
IGAD Special Envoy Ambassador Mohamed Ali Goyo states that the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea is central to the economy of IGAD region.
This is a very important geopolitical, area. As the IGAD sub-region is sandwiched between two important geopolitics.
Guyo has further called for joint collaboration among the 8 members of state in an effort to curb the issue of insecurity in the region.
The best way to deal with it is a nation state cannot stand alone. We have to interdepend on each other, bring our commonality, shared interest, shared threats, and be able to deal with it in a concerted manner within the IGAD framework.
Perfect. Thank you, Excellency.
Wanjiko Njoroge, Lookuptv.
Okay, now we get sporty tonight. Where do we start? Day 1 of the Kings of Rugby Africa edition kicked off with Kenyan teams taking the front row seat in the match. Day 1 fixture. Now Daystar took center stage, claiming a massive title rage, clobbering Kiambogo in their opener. Now later on, dealing with black blood in a heavily contested affair, closing down the day, one curtain with a 37-5 victory over USIU Africa.
Foremost, the competition has been very intense. Every team has upped their game. Having 3 teams from Kenya has really put the competition on a high stake. The teams from Uganda also, comparing to the last event in 2021, they are really improved. So looking forward to tomorrow and today, the speed competition is going to really bring out the best in all teams. But the target is also to win. Everyone wants to win. Being around robin, you have to win all your matches and win the final to become champion. So we still have a long way to go.
Today has been, let's say, a good day in office, and we have won all the 4 games, and the games have been good. Yeah, I expect that the games were easy. Coming to Uganda, it's a big deal. I've never been here, and I found the opportunity, and I want to represent my club and the national team. Now that's the first goal. It's my club. Now I must just represent it. Whoever will be there at the finals, we have to take him. Yeah, and I think this cup is ours. I even don't think the cup is ours.
Now the 4th edition of Beyond the Tri Rugby Tournament took place at Public Service Grounds in Nairobi today. Now 16 teams participated with the aim of raising fees to pay for needy students.
Purpose yake ni ya ku raise funds to support rugby players. Our hashtag is usually life after rugby. So tunatafutanga the needy students wenye wamemaliza form 4 and they cannot afford the university fees. Na they are very talented in rugby, so wanakuja wanatuchezea and then we pay their school fees. Mostly we are doing it with Daystar. We are yet to venture into other universities, but that is on the table. Yes.
This is my 2nd year being a beneficiary. So first of all, beyond the try, I've been paying the school fees, and this one helps in terms of academics. When returns, you play for the team.
Now, reigning champions Gor Mahia secured 2-0 victory against rivals AFC Leopards in the 94th Mashemeji Derby, which was played today at Kasarani Stadium. Now, Benson Omala scored a brace for Kogalo to sum up their points to 12 points, only 4 points behind the leaders, Posta Rangers. Right, we've come to the end of the program tonight, but listen, our digital lead, Edgar Wabwire, had been nominated for the Pulse Influencer Awards 2023 And yes, we've just been checking to see whether he's been crowned already. We are rooting for him, of course, and waiting for that. Not yet, we've not seen that. But yes, we are rooting for him, and hope he wins this one. Pearl's Twitter Influencer of the Year 2023. Thank you so much to everybody that has made this bulletin a success tonight. I do want to thank you for watching, and the entire team that has been behind this also. Thank you so much for making time and doing this justice. Our sign language interpreter tonight has been Philista Dundo. My name is Brian Amwai. We do this again tomorrow on Look Up Weekend. Good night. God bless you.